Saving money is something we know we need to do, but it is also a lot easier said than done, because even with good intentions, we can actually fall short when it comes to actually moving money into our account. But one thing I've discovered is that if you are really serious about paying yourself first and getting ahead financially, automating your savings is one of the best tools available to you. And I realize that some people don't want anything to do with automating, and I've even heard some describe it as not being in control of their money, but I assure you, it is not like that at all. So if your savings plan has not been working, or you feel as if you're not getting anywhere fast, we're gonna look at a few simple things that you can do to put it on autopilot so you can truly say that you are paying yourself first. So in no particular order of importance, one thing you can do is start with your paycheck. And once you're eligible, enroll in your employer's 401k. The working years can fly by quickly, so if you are putting off saving for retirement because you feel that you have plenty of time to think about that, you're really selling yourself short, because the difference between starting a retirement account at 25 and 35 can be hundreds of thousands of dollars, so it is so important that you start early. Now, ideally, you want to contribute enough where you're able to get the full employer match if your company offers a match program, but if you have to start at a lower percentage and then gradually work your way up, that's okay too. You can start by only contributing 1% of your income or whatever you're able to do at this point, and then each year you might commit to increasing that by 1%. And because these contributions are taken directly out of your paycheck, you probably won't miss the money. Now, if a 401k is not an option for you at work, another thing you can do is set up an individual retirement account or an IRA. And your two options will be a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA. And the difference is in how you're taxed. With a traditional IRA, contributions are usually tax deductible, so you're not taxed until you withdraw the money in retirement. Now, with the Roth IRA, your contributions are not tax deductible, so you're able to make tax-free withdrawals. Now, you can get an IRA through a bank and other financial institutions, but once you open one and you have it set up, the next thing you want to do is set up recurring transfers from your bank account into your IRA on the same day every month. And another thing you might be able to do, and I place an emphasis on might because not all companies will allow this, but if you are paid through direct deposit, you can ask your employer about splitting those deposits, where some of the money might go into your checking account and then a percent of that money can be directed to an IRA that you set up for yourself. So another thing you can do is treat your savings account like another bill. Now, saving for retirement, that is important, and it is something that you should start early. But you should not neglect saving a personal fund too, because when you have an emergency, you will need quick access to your cash. But when it comes to saving like a rainy day fund or an emergency fund, this takes a little bit more discipline because you don't have money being taken directly out of your paycheck. So my advice is to treat your savings account like it's another bill, and we can illustrate it this way. If you have a monthly expense that goes up and it's an expense that you have to pay, you have no choice. If it goes up by $25 or maybe $50 a month, you might not like it, but you'll probably also find a way to pay it because you have no other choice. And to make it happen, you might reduce your grocery bill by a few dollars every week, or you might cut out eating out, or you might cut out something else that's not as important. This same approach can apply to your savings, and you should really view your account as a bill you pay yourself before you give everybody else your money. And to get started, the first thing you want to do is decide how much to save every week or maybe every 2 weeks. And once you have this amount, set up a recurring transfer from your checking into your savings account on the same day every month, preferably into a high yield savings account. And just like with an IRA, you can also talk to your employer about splitting your direct deposits. That way you're paying yourself off the top. And if you honestly feel that you don't earn a lot to save, or that you have to get creative with your saving strategy, I do have a lot of videos on this topic, which I will link above and below. So another thing you can do is start investing on a small scale outside of your retirement account. Now, retirement accounts, they are excellent, especially if you're able to get a match program. And if you are a new investor, enrolling in a 401k or opening up an IRA is a good starting point. But you don't have to stop there. You can also invest by means of a mutual fund, index funds, or ETFs. But before you even get to that point, Another thing you can do is use micro saving or micro investing apps to get your foot in the door, which can also help you become more comfortable with investing. Now, there's several options out there, but personally, I use Acorns, which combines automatic savings with investing. And I've been using them for probably maybe almost 4 years now, something like that. And over the course of the time, I've been able to save thousands of dollars without even trying. Basically, when you sign up, you can opt into the Roundup program. And if you decide to do this, you will then link either a debit card or a credit card or both. And whenever you use this linked card to make a purchase, Acorns will then round up those purchases and then invest your spare change into an ETF. In addition to the Roundup program, you can also make one-time contributions into your account at any time, or you can set up recurring transfers starting at $5. And to be clear, this is by no means sponsored, but I like to share this particular program because I've looked at a lot of micro investing apps. And in my opinion, this is an excellent program for someone who's ready to start investing, but they don't know where to start. And it's also great for anyone who might struggle to save money because the Roundup program, it is game changer. And over the past few years, I've had an excellent experience using this app, so why not share it? So I will include a link below for anyone who wants to check it out. And as a bonus, if you use my referral link, Acorns will give you $5. So another way to pay yourself first is to use a cashback credit card. And I know this is a unique tip because when it comes to having a savings strategy, most people don't associate that with using a credit card. If you're okay using credit and you're responsible with your credit card, responsible meaning that you only charge what you can afford and you pay off your balance in full every single month, using a cashback credit card is a great way to get back some of what you spend. Now, the rules vary, but in most cases, you're able to earn at least 1% cash back on every purchase you make with the card. And with some cards, you're able to earn a higher cashback percentage, maybe 5% at restaurants or gas stations. The way I see it, if you're going to spend money anyway, it only makes sense to get something back in return. And with a cashback credit card, you can really use it anywhere. You can use it to buy food, to get gas, and you can even pay your utilities with it. But to protect yourself, as soon as that charge hits your account, make sure you pay it off immediately to avoid interest and long-term debt. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing. We talk a lot about personal finance. So if you like videos like this, I do post every weekend and sometimes during the week. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in a few days.